Zeus wasn't just known for throwing thunderbolts, he also fathered some of the most famous figures in Greek mythology. Heroes, gods, monsters, you name it. Zeus probably had a hand in creating it. But who are these legendary offspring? And how did they shape the myths we know today? Welcome back to another episode of Secret Archives. Today we dive into the world of Zeus's children. 15. Dionysus, the god of wine, revelry, and madness, has one of the most unique birth stories among Zeus's children. His mother Semele was a mortal who died after being tricked by Hera into asking Zeus to reveal his true form. Unable to refuse, Zeus appeared in his divine form, and the sight of his glory consumed Semele. Zeus, however, saved the unborn Dionysus by sewing him into his thigh until he was ready to be born. Known as the twice-born god, Dionysus became a symbol of liberation, indulgence, and transformation. 14. Persephone, born to Zeus and Demeter, is best known as the goddess of spring and the queen of the underworld. Her story revolves around her abduction by Hades, which led to the creation of the seasons. As Zeus's daughter, Persephone bridged two worlds, the living and the dead. Her dual role emphasized the balance between life's growth and its inevitable end. Zeus's involvement in her story, particularly his role in allowing Hades to take her, highlights his complex relationships with his children. 13. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, war, and crafts, is one of Zeus's most renowned children. Her birth is a standout moment in Greek mythology. Zeus swallowed her mother Metis after learning of a prophecy that their child would surpass him. Later, plagued by an unbearable headache, Zeus called for Hephaestus, who split his head open with an axe. Athena emerged, fully grown and armed, symbolizing her intellect and warrior spirit. Unlike many of Zeus's offspring, Athena was fiercely loyal to her father and became his trusted advisor. 12. The Muses, 9 goddesses of inspiration, were born to Zeus and Mnemosyne, the titaness of memory. Each muse presided over a different art form, from epic poetry to dance. They served as symbols of creativity and intellect, inspiring mortals and gods alike. As Zeus's daughters, the Muses reflected his connection to culture and innovation, embodying the idea that divine influence could spark human creativity. 11. Minos, Rhadamanthus, and Sarpedon. Zeus fathered Minos, Rhadamanthus, and Sarpedon with Europa, a mortal woman. Minos became the king of Crete and the overseer of the labyrinth that housed the Minotaur. Rhadamanthus was known for his fairness and later became a judge of the dead. Sarpedon, a mortal hero, fought valiantly in the Trojan War, showcasing the heroism of Zeus's mortal offspring. 10. Ares, the god of war, was the son of Zeus and Hera. Unlike Athena, who represented strategic warfare, Ares embodied the raw, chaotic aspects of battle. Zeus often disapproved of Ares's reckless and destructive nature, favoring Athena's disciplined approach instead. Despite his reputation as a god of violence, Ares was a complex figure, representing the brutal realities of conflict. His contentious relationship with Zeus highlighted the duality of war, necessary yet destructive. 9. Heracles, the strongest of all mortals, was the son of Zeus and Alcmene, a mortal queen. Hera's jealousy of Zeus's infidelity made Heracles' life extremely difficult. From infancy, he faced challenges. Hera even sent snakes to kill him in his crib. However, Heracles' divine strength emerged early as he strangled the snakes with his bare hands. Throughout his life, Heracles endured trials, most famously the 12 labors, which included slaying the Nemean lion, capturing the golden hind, and cleaning the Augean stables. Despite the hardships caused by Hera, Zeus favored Heracles greatly and ensured he achieved immortality after death. Heracles became a symbol of perseverance and strength, embodying the qualities Zeus admired in mortals. 8. Helen of Troy. Helen of Troy, born from Zeus's union with Leda, was known as the most beautiful woman in the world. However, her conception is one of Zeus's strangest exploits. Disguised as a swan, Zeus approached Leda, and from this union, Helen was born. Helen's beauty became both a blessing and a curse, sparking the Trojan War after her abduction by Paris of Troy. Though she was often vilified for her role in the war, Helen's divine lineage made her a figure of fascination and power. As Zeus's daughter, she represented the complexities of beauty and the chaos it could inspire. 7. Apollo, the god of music, prophecy, and the sun, was born to Zeus and the Titaness Leto. His birth was fraught with difficulty, as Hera, enraged by Zeus's infidelity, cursed Leto so she couldn't give birth on solid ground. Leto eventually found refuge on the floating island of Delos, where Apollo and his twin sister Artemis were born. Apollo grew into a multi-talented god, mastering music, healing, and prophecy. He famously defeated the Python at Delphi, claiming the oracle as his sacred site. As Zeus's son, Apollo symbolized order and enlightenment, embodying his father's vision of divine authority. His charismatic presence made him one of the most revered Olympians. 6. Artemis, Apollo's twin sister, was the goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and the moon. Like her brother, she was born to Zeus and Leto under Hera's vengeful watch. Artemis chose a path of independence, vowing to remain a maiden forever and dedicating herself to the protection of nature and wildlife. As a daughter of Zeus, Artemis was a force of nature, literally and figuratively. She was known for her fierce loyalty to her followers, particularly young women. Her divine powers included control over animals and the natural world, making her a vital deity for those who relied on the land. Artemis's relationship with Zeus reflected her autonomy and strength within the Olympian hierarchy. 5. Perseus, the legendary slayer of Medusa, was born to Zeus and Danae, a mortal princess. Zeus appeared to Danae in the form of golden rain, impregnating her while she was locked in a tower by her father. Perseus grew into a hero who not only defeated Medusa, but also saved Andromeda from a sea monster. Unlike many of Zeus's mortal children, Perseus lived a relatively fortunate life, achieving fame and glory without the constant interference of Hera. He became a symbol of bravery and ingenuity, reflecting Zeus's favor toward mortals who demonstrated exceptional courage. 4. Hermes, the god of travel, commerce, and communication, was born to Zeus and the nymph Maia. Known for his wit and speed, Hermes became the messenger of the gods, carrying out Zeus's will with unmatched efficiency. He was also a trickster, often using his cunning to aid mortals and gods alike. As Zeus's son, Hermes embodied adaptability and intelligence. 3. Hebe, the goddess of youth, was born to Zeus and Hera. She served as the cupbearer of the gods, providing them with ambrosia and nectar to sustain their immortality. Later, she married Heracles, further intertwining the lives of Zeus's children. Hebe's role symbolized vitality and the renewal of life among the gods. 2. Hephaestus, the god of blacksmithing and fire, was born to Zeus and Hera, though some myths suggest Hera bore him alone. Known for his craftsmanship, Hephaestus created many of the gods' most powerful tools, including Zeus's thunderbolts. Despite his deformity and Hera's initial rejection, Hephaestus earned respect through his skill and ingenuity. 1. Zagreus, a mysterious figure in Greek mythology, was said to be the son of Zeus and Persephone in Orphic traditions. He was associated with rebirth and transformation, symbolizing the cyclical nature of life and death. Zagreus' story adds a spiritual dimension to Zeus's lineage. Zeus's children, whether gods, demigods, or mortals, shaped the landscape of Greek mythology. Their stories reflect Zeus's far-reaching power and the consequences of his relationships, both divine and mortal. From warriors to artists, each child played a role in the grand tapestry of myth, showcasing the king of gods' enduring influence on the ancient world. These powerful figures influenced not only their own fates, but the fates of entire civilizations. And with each child carrying a piece of their father's legacy, it's clear that Zeus's influence never fades. Which of these legendary offspring is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and subscribe for more episodes from the Secret Archives.